messages for Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. One, you should be here right now with your squad. Two, your team about to go down in North Carolina. Let's go! Let's go! USA! USA!
Again, you got to be careful. There's a shot and keeper. Nice spin move here by Lloyd. Lloyd! Another shot and a
players running off of him. It's a big ask, but
well, there's Trundle able to turn with the left, and Trundle
so far so good in this game.
Trundle again diving, and then Murkoff trying to move around, and that's going to be Murkoff takes that shot with
perfect contact.
Jarvis. There it is, 12-0. Wrexham defeats the U.S.
Legends have say that the men's goalkeeper wasn't even at the match. He was filming the whole thing. I honestly feel bad for both goalkeepers because one got destroyed and one was bored to death.
I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter.
Arkansas, and then you run into the Midwest in the
okay, and this just happened.
Gorgeous, completely clear skies for now across most of southern Illinois into Indiana, where the forecast is looking quite nice. Totality in the Indian for 4 minutes. Obviously, this whole process.
Bro acting like he got hit with a ballistic missile. I guess he wanted to become blind as a souvenir to remember that day.
You're an idiot!
Everybody go, you go when it click through to the.
Meanwhile,
hey guys, I want you to enjoy when woke women get humbled by men.
a few moments later.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
The 2 golden rules to remember. Rule number 1. As a man, you should never hit a woman. Rule number 2. If a woman ever hits you, forget rule number 1.
This woman determined to take down a guy in a grappling match, but it's like watching a mosquito trying to take down a buffalo. The guy, he's not playing nice. He goes full WWE and slams her into the ground like he's auditioning for a pro wrestling gig.
This has to be the Guinness World Record for the only fight in history with 0 strikes thrown, and yet have a TKO in less than 10 seconds.
He needs some milk.
And look at the face, that is a death sentence. He launches himself, cake first on top of JR. Oh my goodness, he's dead.
This man is so strong, he threw a whole bakery at someone. He actually used Kiss My Ass on a whole new level.
Female here strikes early and often with the roundhouse kicks and teep kicks up the middle. But the 50-year-old man is doing a good job mitigating the impact despite not really knowing how he's doing it. Obviously struggling with the pressure, the man will turn his back to his opponent and run away. As the fight continues, things begin looking up for the older gentleman. His side kicks and body kicks seem to bother his female adversary. Now that he's found his timing and range, will he be able to do much with it? Not much. He's continually cut off and pushed against the cage. Though he's the furthest thing from a technical fighter, he's making his kicks and footwork work for him. The advancing female fighter just can't quite trap her opponent. However, she ends the round by pushing him down to the canvas. This match did have a hiccup of not being intergender.
My gosh, what an intense battle between the UFC and KFC.
Girl, I just wanna see you strip right now.
Oh my god. 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 Oh my god.
Do you object to men caring about body count?
Yes.
Why?
Because why should it matter? Like why I don't really know why I object to it. I just grabbed the thought from
you just don't like it, right?
I personally, yeah, and it has to do with my feelings. Like, yeah, I personally I think it's odd.
Let's say for a second that there are men out there, because there's tons, who don't approve of the LGBTQ just based on their feelings. Is that okay with you?
No.
Oh, it's not. Oh. You know, it's almost like your objection here.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, and I'm hearing it not make sense as it's coming out of my mouth.
Well, at least she recognized how crazy it sounded when she heard someone say it back to her. And I think a lot of young women today should really listen to Candace Owens.
I remember vividly crying on the phone with my friend. We were best friends all through high school, went to a club one night, and our luck somehow ended up meeting Wyclef and Lil Wayne, and she just turned the whole life. And I remember I was so broke, and she was living in like a condo in Miami, sleeping with everybody, Drake, and I was just like, it's so unfair. She has everything. If only I just slept with this guy, I could have everything that he has. And he said, Candace, if you think that in 10 years, your life is not going to be better than hers, you're out of your mind. 10 years later, almost to the day, I was with Charlie Kirk. We walked into the Four Seasons Hotel in Los Angeles, and she was the hostess.
Wow, working. Oh, shit.
And so when I say this stuff to women, I understand how hard it is. When you're broke and you're in it, how am I ever gonna get out of this? But I also tell people, looking in the retrospect, every single challenge that God gives you, like he picks you uniquely for those challenges, because I know that it was his perfect design to have me go through those experiences, because there was something bigger at the end of that.
Never believe a stranger that says they're going to give you a good life. You'll end up broken every single time. I really like Candace Owens' message, but I just really hope she's careful, because this is what happens when you tell the truth.
This is the last known video of Kyle Marissa Roth alive. Unfortunately, she was getting too close to the truth. If you know what happened with the Maui fires in 2023, then you know there was a lot of stuff circling that just didn't add up. The fact that Oprah was continuing to buy acres and acres and acres, building a massive plantation of sorts on Maui, and many other celebrities likewise trying to build a huge real estate portfolio on the small island which is controlled by the elites. And of course, conveniently, there happened to be a big fire that swept through and took out large parts of the island, allowing them to come in and get even more land. But it gets so much darker than that. If you take a look at what happened afterwards with the so-called charity efforts, you see an extremely dark story where this money is being used to now fund more land purchases. It is literally going around and actually helping the elites. It already didn't make sense. These rich people, billionaires like Oprah, are now asking everyday people for money. Clearly she has enough to do that, unless of course she wants one thing and one thing only: power and money, and to continue to use the blood of children to stay looking as young as possible. And of course, Kyle Marissa Roth was right on the trail of that. I reached out to a friend of hers who tells me that she was about to post some videos about Maui that were going to blow the thing wide open, and of course, right before that happens, boom, she's gone from this earth.
You want more? I'll give you more. Hey, do you guys remember when The Rock collaborated with Ozempic on colonizing all of fucking Maui, and they stole the grassroots mutual aid, direct aid movement, and I'd had it, it's still in my link tree for the Maui fires that the locals started, and then they pirated this campaign and asked us all us peasants to give money when they are literally billionaires, and they are spending all of our money on buying up the land in Hawaii.
I don't want to speculate too much on exactly how they did it, but I will tell you that one method they typically use is lacing a substance with something that will take you out almost without a trace. It's easy to do, only takes one person to cooperate, and typically they never ever get caught. It's extremely hard to avoid that. The only way you can is to never use any substances. She was getting too dangerous for the system. She was especially reaching young liberal women, the one group that is the most protected when it comes to the elites. That is the group of people they have been able to most successfully brainwash, even though there's a lot of people that are starting to wake up, and that right there is extremely scary to them. We must continue the fight that she started. We must continue to post videos exposing everything. We cannot rest. We have to make sure that all of the work that she did was not for nothing. And I can tell you this right now, it certainly wasn't. I'm not done with this yet. I'm going to continue to get to the bottom of it, and we have to actually have justice. We cannot rest until we get it. RIP Kyle Marissa Roth.
I need to be careful on how I say and word this, but cars burned to liquid, trees still standing, everything that was colored blue still remains because the dew didn't have the effect on it. No sirens during the time of the fire, no water, no help. Billionaires buying up all the land after it got destroyed in the fire. And it's crazy for the simple fact that everything in Maui was destroyed, and we only sent them $700. Meanwhile, we're sending billions of dollars to Ukraine. Kind of weird how conspiracy theories always turn into a fact.
Focus the sun's beam in a deadly ray.
Umbrellas and trees untouched.
So this is what we're gonna go after. These umbrellas right here. Got all the devastation right next to it, but we got these umbrellas and these trees.
First off, I'd like to thank the good people.
Now let's just think of all the times in our lifetime that these conspiracy theories end up being true. And today I identify as a conspiracy theorist, and my pronouns are, I told you so. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this was a very controversial topic. Please comment down below what you guys think, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
That bracelet say?
I am second.
I am second, meaning?
Meaning God is first. I'm second. It's a nice little daily reminder. Kind of, I look at it as a way to put others first, put God first. Life's not always about you. Every day, sometimes people get caught up in their own lives. Sometimes it's a nice little reminder to have.
We appreciate you. Thanks for taking the time.